what I'm really proud of those experiences, the learnings and the lessons I learned from those mistakes, because those were the foundations of why I became successful after that.
This is Masters in a Box, the podcast that's dedicated to help you start and grow a successful business in today's fast-paced economy. Here's your host, Fibo Lim.
Hello, entrepreneurs. This is Fibo Lim, and welcome to the Masters in a Box. In this podcast, we interview the best of the best experts and successful entrepreneurs to share with you how they achieve success and build their business and brands. And of course, survive, especially during this time of crisis. And right now, I interview one of the people who I look up to. To give you like a backstory, this guy is, I follow him on social media. I look what he does. And I think I learned more about him when we had a friend of ours, which is Raisa, invited us to be part of her mastermind. And of course, I got interested kasi he consistently post content dun sa group na yun and he gives value. Sabi ko, anong ginagawa to? Kasi this person knows how to do online marketing. He knows how to give bonuses. He knows how to persuade, how to do copy and all of these stuff. So I started to follow this guy and nakita ko din ng mga friends ko na successful ngayon also came from this person. Kumbaga, these people bought Marc's courses, programs, and kumbaga nag-consult din siya. And yun nga, up until now ngayon, he still helps businesses, save businesses, especially during this time of crisis. Kasi most probably, especially ngayon, a lot of businesses would need to have more sales, would need to have more leads, and the best way to do that is through internet marketing. And yun nga, he is parang kumbaga yung pangalan niya is Business Growth Strategist kasi he doesn't only focus on one part of the business, he focus on the entire business model from start to finish, from acquisition to conversions to retention and etc. And right now I'm very blessed to bring this guy in this podcast because we will figure out what he teaches to his students on how he was able to produce success, and also how he was able to build his coaching business from scratch, how he was able to build his brand and be able to sell his courses even to people na first time pa lang, who just heard his name. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to welcome Mr. Marc Jason Papp. Sir Marc, maraming salamat for saying yes to this, and I know kumbaga yung content mo, yung story mo will really inspire a lot of people, especially this time.
Yeah, I hope so. And thank you very much, Fibo, for inviting me with your show. And I'm really privileged and honored to be here. And yeah, I hope that I could share some of my ideas and help people be inspired.
Great. Wonderful. So, Marc, is it okay? Kasi most probably a lot of our audience may just saw you for the first time. Okay lang ba if you can share a little bit about yourself, your backstory, how you started, how you were able to reach this level?
Yeah, sure. So just like everyone else, we all started from zero. But I started seriously considering my entrepreneurship journey back in 2012 when I was laid off by my company. So I remember myself going home. Nasa Makati pa ako nung nag-work. When I onboarded this bus, I was really like thinking blank and I don't know what to do. What will I tell my wife once I get home? So when I get home, I started to think of new ways to earn aside from my job. And that's when my journey to online marketing started. And of course, just like everyone else, I started reading blogs. I started googling different opportunities to earn, YouTubes, etc. And I started 4 different businesses. I mean, brick and mortar businesses, and those businesses failed. And that happened from 2012 to 2017. But what I'm really proud of those experiences, the learnings and the lessons I learned from those mistakes, because those were the foundations of why I became successful after that. So that's one of the key reasons why I was able to succeed those failures. And so after that, in 2017, I decided to quit my work because I'm tired of working for 17 years, and I'm tired with having a boss and going back and through from Manila to Olongapo. So I had this opportunity to work with a Canadian client, one of the pioneers of internet marketing,
Mhm.
and I was able to secure an 8-month contract with him. I was assigned to create Facebook marketing course for his
Great.
program, and I was able to secure an 80,000 per month contract
Mhm.
with him. Sorry,
Mhm.
90,000 contract with him.
Yes.
So the key here is I left a job that earns six figure,
Right.
around 120,000 a month.
Right.
And the reason why I left it is because it's not about the money, but because I
Mhm.
really want that freedom. That
Yeah.
freedom to,
Mhm.
do it in your own terms, implement your ideas. So
Mhm.
I took that opportunity, even though I know that I only have money in the bank, good for 3 months, that will allow me to survive with my family.
Mhm.
So I told myself, it's like I really burned the bridge and
Mhm.
just have to do this, make this work.
Mhm.
And I was happy that I was able to make it work.
Yeah.
And now I was able to reach a lot of clients and students, not
Mhm.
only here in the Philippines, but around the world. I have students and clients in US,
Yeah.
in United Kingdom, in Asia,
Mhm.
and I continue to help them until today and work with my clients as well.
Yeah, amazing. I want to ask,
Sure.
somebody, kumbaga, pioneer in internet marketing, hired you. How did that possibly happen? Did you friends ba kayo ahead of time, or did you reach out to that person? Did that person reach out to you? How did you meet?
So this internet marketer who is pioneer of the internet marketing back in the 90s
Mm.
is actually doing a live event in the Philippines.
Mm. Mm.
And one time I was able to see his ads in
Yeah.
Facebook. I registered to his one of his event in, I think it's in Makati or Ortigas, I forgot, but
Uh,
somewhere there. And I think I paid 500 pesos, and then I went to that event because that time I was really itching to be, to leave my job and to learn more about online marketing.
great.
So we actually bought his program for, I think, around 90,000 pesos. And that's the beginning of our relationship.
Great. Feeling ko kilala ko ito. Si
Sige, sina? Wala mo.
si Derek ba to? Or
Yeah, si Derek, si
great.
Derek.
Great. So now you kumbaga you bought his program, and that's where your connection began. Tama ba?
That's right.
What happened? How did he hire you and pay you 90,000 per month? Kasi you mentioned kanina na kumbaga you will help him create a Facebook marketing course. Is it a course or is it a services type wherein you will help market it?
So the deal is for me to because it all started when one of my classmates asked me to help her with her business. So that classmate of mine inside that program
Mm.
is selling lingerie. So she's
Mm.
selling lingerie and she wants to start this idea.
Mhm.
And since I started a lot of business before and I know how to test different business ideas, so I said, yeah, sure, I can help you. So I set up her campaign without any website. We were able to, I think within 4 days, we were able to validate that her business idea is profitable.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then I posted this. I asked for a feedback or a testimonial for that from my classmate. And I posted this inside our Facebook group where Derek is there.
Great.
And yeah, he congratulated me and then he got curious. So he sent me a message and he asked me for a call. He asked
Mm.
me
Okay.
to
Mhm.
hop on a call with him.
Mhm.
So I told him what I did. I showed him the Facebook ad strategy that I used,
Mhm.
and he got interested and she said, would you like to work with me? So it's started something like that. i'm
Yeah.
going to i'm going to the Philippines, I think, in a few days. I'd like to meet you in person and let's talk about it. So
Yeah.
that's where it started.
So what happened? You created the course, and who's gonna market it? Is it under his brand name ba? Is it a separate course or is it included in his program?
Yes, basically it's just one of the modules of the many
Okay.
modules that he teach. Parang ginagaya niya si Ryan Deisler,
Mm.
where his students is also being part of their faculty.
Oh, okay. So he's letting you shoot the course para part siya sa program, correct?
That's right.
Okay, so why did he pay you 90,000 ba? Is it because of the course or kumbaga do you help support the team?
Yeah, so mainly because of the modules that I'm creating. So that is the main task, the
Okay.
modules that I'm creating, the content that I'm creating for him. But also, as part of his Facebook marketer, I
Mhm.
also do his Facebook marketing
Mhm, mhm.
requirements. Like, for example, I help him market his webinars, I help him
Okay.
market his group campaigns.
Yeah.
So something like that.
Mhm, I get it. So, are you still working with him or hindi na? Is it just for, kasi you mentioned 8 months, di ba?
Yeah, after that, hindi na kasi I decided to, since I'm also doing coaching here in the Philippines, we both agree that there would be a conflict of interest for both of us. So we separated our ways, but I'm still inside their group and from time to time, share my experience there.
Great. Amazing. So, ngayon, it started from there wherein you handled his advertising campaigns and it broadened your perspective in online marketing. After that, while working with him, did you start getting clients? How did you build your brand from scratch?
Okay, so since he's my first client, the client that I secured for long term, remember, I only have money in the bank good for 3 months. So while doing that, I'm already working to find the next client.
Okay.
Because I know that it's not forever, right? When you're starting, providing service, always have that mindset. And this mindset, I learned this mindset from my 17 years in the IT industry. So when
Yeah.
you're in the IT industry, even though you think you're secured with your work, you're always on the lookout of whatever happens, you have this next opportunity that you can,
Okay.
in case you need it, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So I'm looking for new clients, and I was able to get another one from UK. I was able to get from another one from China, and so on and so on. And so I was able to build my brand by simply sharing the results that I produce while doing my thing. So it doesn't matter if the result is very successful or if it's a failure. What's important is you're sharing the lesson behind it. So for example, if I've done this campaign with a client and it was successful, so of course it's a good thing to share. But sometimes I also share some of my mistakes and some of my learnings that, hey, you know what? When you try to do this, this is what you get. And I was able to prove that in my testing. So those are what the people remembers. And those how I started to build my branding around Facebook marketing.
Great. How did you, kasi you got a lot of clients international, how did you connect with those people international? And then, tsaka how much you charge? I believe you will charge much higher kasi you've already landed a 90K client eh. But so most probably it would be much higher. How did you secure or get clients and land high-paying clients?
Yeah. So I get my clients all from Facebook. So basically, I just focus with one platform. I also tried Upwork for some time. I also tried freelancer for some time, but
Okay.
I noticed that Facebook, especially Facebook groups,
Yeah.
is very effective. Is very effective in landing clients. My strategy is really simple. My strategy is either buy a course where my clients are also buying. So
Okay.
for
Okay.
example, my target market are entrepreneurs, right? So if
Mhm.
they're buying a course with this particular influencer or this
Okay.
particular, then I'll try to buy that too, not only because I want to get clients, but because I also want the program. And
Okay.
then inside
Okay.
that group, I try to share my results. I try to
Yeah.
share some ideas,
Mhm.
and then people start to notice me. I really realized it after working with international clients for some time.
Mhm.
They have this branding with Filipinos that Filipinos are good workers and good
Yeah.
English speakers.
Yeah. Yeah.
They will choose Filipinos over like
Yeah.
India, something like that.
Yeah.
They
Yeah. Yeah.
always try to want to work with Filipinos. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, I started there, and I started charging. I think I started with $600, and
Mhm.
then eventually started charging around $1,000 per month, $1,500, and $2,000 per month.
So you enroll in a program and where your target market is, how do you do it? Do you post out content ba and then let those people reach out to you, or are you the one reaching out to these people?
So I'll give you an example. This is not only for paid groups, okay?
Okay.
The best example is ManyChat.
Yeah.
So if you're going to search my name there, Marc Papp, ManyChat, you're going to see two posts there that got a lot of engagement and comments.
Okay.
And I shared there two strategies. The first strategy is how I generated 550 leads per day.
Okay.
And then after a few months, I was able to break my own record, was able to
Yeah.
generate 1,500 leads per day. So
Mhm.
from 550 leads per day to 1,500. So the people from ManyChat
Yeah.
was like wondering how I was able to do it because
Yeah.
nobody has achieved that feat before
Mhm.
inside the group because I'm also reading the post there. So
Yeah.
nobody has was able to achieve that.
Great.
And I shared all the strategies there. I got a lot of inquiries. I got a lot of friend requests from international people. And just from those two posts alone, in that whole year, I got enough clients. I think
Wow.
I was able to send 50 proposals, 50 plus
Wow.
proposals in a single day. And I have to really, tell the client, sorry, I cannot accommodate you anymore.
Yeah.
I'm already full for this year.
Yeah.
But that's how I get it. That's how I get it, by simply sharing value. And by doing that, here's the key there.
Mm.
When you provide a value and you teach people something that will help their business, you will attract two people. Okay.
Okay.
The first people are those people interested to DIY, and that is to do
Okay.
it themselves, right? And that is not my target market. My target market are those people who don't want to DIY, but they want other people to do it for them.
Mm.
And those are the people that I attract with that kind of post that I do.
Great.
And that's why I was able to attract them.
Great.
So you can actually search that. Until now, I can still search that post in ManyChat, and it's one of my best lead generation posts that I
Great.
have.
You know what, Mark? I didn't expect that that's possible. Kasi honestly, I'm an ads person. I generate my ads. My leads 99.99% through ads. Like, that's it. When I was doing affiliate marketing, selling my products, I never, kumbaga, hindi ko alam parang I don't believe in it, and nahihiya ako that your story is 50 proposals, and I know it's a DFY. Kumbaga, it's not cheap. We're even having a hard time closing a 50,000 pesos na client if that person will just buy your program. How much more? 50,000 per month na service, diba? So,
Yeah.
just amazing. I'm just curious, why didn't you continue to like post?
Okay, that's a good idea. Number one, if we're going to check those two posts,
Yeah.
when it was starting to get trending in ManyChat, they mute it. So that's why it stopped from trending.
Okay.
And number two, during that year alone, where I got, I think in 1 month, I have 12 clients at the same time.
Amazing.
And that was the time as I was earning 500,000 a month.
Amazing.
And yeah, and it was my most busy day, and I also got burned out.
Yeah.
That's why in 2019, for 1 year, I didn't do any coaching. I was not active much online. I'm not selling my course back in 2019.
Mhm.
And the reason for that is I was really burned out with my service business. So some people would ask, didn't you hire additional people to help you with your business? I did. And one of the challenges I faced when I started hiring people, some of the people I hire, after they start to learn my system for some time, they're also getting my clients. So you
Great.
know that problem. So I had that problem. So
Uh-huh.
that's why I have to rethink my business model. I think I'm just keeping 1 to 3 clients per month, and my focus now.
Mhm.
And here's another reason. Another reason is I left work because I don't want to have a boss. And when I started my career in the consulting business, I
Mhm.
have 12 boss, right? I have 12 people I report to.
Right. Right.
And, and I have different 12 people that have different, attitudes.
Right.
And that's the reason why I decided to fire most of them and just and just focus with my consulting. So now I decided that, okay, now
Mhm.
I was able to realize that I don't want much of the service side of my business,
Right.
but I would like to do more of the coaching, because
Okay.
at least in the coaching, I'm the one in control, not them, right? Although you can say that as a consultant or as a freelancer, you can still have your control, but still you're reporting to someone,
Yeah.
right? You're
Understand.
reporting to someone.
Great.
So with all of those clients that I had, I was able to find gold clients. So what I mean by gold clients is these are the clients that they let you do what you do. They
Mm.
don't ask you to report for them from time to time, but
Mhm.
they just simply trust you that they will do your thing.
Okay.
And now I have 1 or 2 clients that I keep until today.
Yeah.
And they just check me out if whenever they want me to do something. But
Yeah.
other than that, they let me do my thing every month. They are now paying me for more than 3 years now, for more
Amazing.
than 4 years now. So that's the key there. Once you found those gold clients, you
Mm.
want them to keep forever,
Mm.
as much as possible.
How much do you charge for these gold clients?
So that's the thing. As I said, it's not about the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whatever I charged them 3 years ago or 4 years ago, it's still the same.
Okay.
I never increased my monthly rate, although probably in the future I can think of that. But
Great.
the reason for that is that's not my main source of income.
Great.
So it's just one of my source of income. And that's not, I'm really channeling my energy now in my coaching business.
Great. How much is that? About 600, 1,000 USD or?
So here in the Philippines, my minimum is actually around 30,000 per month.
Mhm.
Pag international ka, my minimum is $1,000.
Okay. Right. So, anong industry yung mga
Iba-iba. So, actually, halos lahat yata na nabenta ko na sa Facebook. So, merong lingerie. Imagine,
okay.
lingerie, gumagawa ako ng email sequence, gumagawa ako ng messenger sequence for lingerie products.
Mhm.
I'm speaking like a woman with
Yeah.
that product. And then houses, real estate,
Right.
insurance, freelancing. I also have clients and students in the freelancing industry, travel agency,
Uh,
coaches, mentors,
yeah.
diet food deliveries, live events, even live events. In fact, Madge is one of the person I help with these live events, and also e-commerce,
Mhm.
network marketing, a lot. Even vegetables, I was able to sell vegetables in Facebook,
Right.
and even ukay-ukay. Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
In your experience, ano yung tingin mo, what's the easiest industry for you to get results? I mean, for you to produce results for that person. Ano?
The low ticket product. Low ticket product. So when I say low
Okay.
ticket product, these are the products
Mhm.
that are number one, either there's
Mhm.
need for it or you can produce the need for it,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And the price is in the range of around $1 to around $1,000.
Low
So
ticket pa rin yung 1,000.
it's easy to sell that kind of price range.
So it's kind of like an e-commerce type way of selling, or is it like diretso benta, or is it like lead acquisition first and then funnel to convert them into a buyer?
It depends on the industry. I recently have a live masterclass. I thought about this: how to sell small ticket products, medium ticket products, and
Okay.
high ticket products.
Okay.
Because I realized after doing it for many times with my clients, I
Uh,
realized you're not comparing apples to apples there,
yeah.
right?
Right.
For example, if it's a small ticket product, it's enough to show the benefits of the product, your unique selling proposition,
Mm.
and maybe a good video or a good image. That is enough to sell your product. But
Uh,
if you're selling middle ticket products, and this is prices ranging from $1,000 to $5,000, it will take more work to convince your buyer to buy from you. And
mm,
it will take more time before they can buy and decide to buy.
yeah.
So that is the key principle there.
Yeah.
If you're selling much higher price,
Mm.
it will take more time for them to be convinced, and it will take more time for them to buy.
Right.
So what do I mean by that? For example, insurance is one of the best example of a middle or of medium ticket product.
Mm.
So when you're selling insurance, you cannot simply say in your ad that, hey, you want to buy
Life
this
insurance.
policy and be secured for 2 million for one.
Yeah.
They they don't number one, it is not attractive. Number two, it will not get their attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
So start with either the pain point or
Mm.
the pleasure.
Yeah.
So for example, why would they buy the insurance?
Mm.
Because they want to protect their family,
Mm.
right? So you can start with something like, I start for example, I would start with a picture, a
Okay.
man a man holding his baby and looking his baby. So
Mhm.
from there you have that emotion, you have that connection.
Right.
If a parent will see that, if a parent with a newborn baby can see that, they could connect to it. So image is the number one thing that you need to do right when you're doing ads, because it's the biggest thing in the newsfeed,
Right. Right.
right? When you're scrolling, you can skip the ad copy, but the image will never skip your eyes,
Mm.
right? So that's why it's very important. And when you're relaying a message through the image or through the video,
Mm.
it must be instant. Within the 7 seconds, you must be able to
Mm.
project your message just by simply looking at it.
Right.
And so one of my best performing ads for insurance is
Mm.
that man carrying his baby and looking his baby
Okay.
intimately. And now I simply put a header in that a header caption in that image and say, uh, how do you want to secure your baby's picture, or
Mm.
how
Mm.
do you want to secure your baby's future?
Mm. Mm.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if you're a parent, of course I want to secure the future
Mm.
of my child. So
Okay.
now you're going to be intrigued to do the call to action. If
Mm.
you're interested, so you can say something like, if you're interested to learn more, click
Mhm.
this link or click this button and now you can get them to the next step of the sales funnel.
What's
So
the next step? Are you gonna give a lead magnet or a webinar or a case study, or no, not case study, but a free
so for
report?
insurance, okay, that's good. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Again, as I said, this is not the same as e-commerce.
Yeah.
So after you captured their attention, either with intrigue or with that question, you must provide them a lead magnet. So
Okay.
now you have a lead magnet. So with e-commerce, you can use a lead magnet, but you can also not use a lead magnet. It's not that big of a deal because it's just $20. So just try it, right? Buy it, try it. But with the insurance, it's a big decision, right? It's a big decision. That money is not a joke. So okay, provide them a lead magnet to provide value in advance. And then usually the lead magnet could be a simple 1 or 2 page, financial advice, how they can protect or secure the future of their children, something like that. But inside that lead magnet, you're also inserting the products that you're selling or the service that you're selling, so that once they have to decide, okay, I want to get an insurance now, they already know who they're going to call. So your number should be there, your email should be there, because now you're also doing personal branding. So that's one of the difference. With Medium Ticket, you're now doing some branding. You're now doing some personal branding. You're now using some lead magnets. So that will take time. So with a small ticket product, you can make the sale in 1 day, or even in 1 hour, or even in 7 minutes, you can make that sale. But with medium ticket product, probably it would take around another 3 days, 4 days, or sometimes 3 months, right? Before they could make that decision. So that is the difference.
Right. Yeah. So just to clarify, it's kind of like, you give out a lead magnet, you capture their contact information, and then from there you indoctrinate them. You do follow-up sequence, maybe through email, maybe through Messenger, and as you provide value, so kumbaga sa insurance, the way for you to close that person, kumbaga you're doing attraction marketing, and then the way for you to close that person is you give out a number, and then if that person is interested, maybe the client may wanna book a call or schedule for a call with you, and then maybe you'll talk through the phone. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's the key. So one of my secret strategy, which I'm really thinking if I want to share right now, but so I what do you call this? I qualify the leads right from the top of the funnel. How do I qualify them? How do I qualify? Before they can even get the lead magnet, before they can even download it, they have to, and I do this in Messenger using ManyChat. They have to provide their email address and their phone number. And sometimes we can, if the client wants, we can even ask some survey question.
Great.
If the person will not provide those information, they will not be able to download the lead magnet. And that's fine for us. That's fine, because at least now we know that you're not a quality lead. But if they're going to provide that, and very few people will do that, only the serious ones. So now you're now focusing on quality and not on quantity. So that's one of the key things that you need to learn about lead generation. Sometimes number can excite you, but quality makes the sale.
Kasi nakikita ko, I opt in your ManyChat as a subscriber. Do you also do email marketing, or you focus more on ManyChat because of high open rates?
Yeah, I do both. So after I do my messenger marketing, I also do my email marketing, because some people still prefers email, some people still prefers messenger.
Yeah. So how do you, kumbaga, so what's gonna happen? You give out a lead magnet. What's your objective in advertising? Is it lead conversions ba? And then, so you capture their email first, and then you let them subscribe to Messenger? Or is it the other way around, where you capture their Messenger first, and then you let them subscribe through email?
So I get them inside my Messenger first, because that's the easiest, right? The easiest, there's no friction with that. You're in Facebook, you saw my ad in Facebook, so there's no friction of clicking that send message button and going to inside my Messenger. But once you click a website, there could be a friction there, especially if your website takes some time to load. So this is one of the key reasons why most people are not getting enough traffic you
Okay.
have to check how much time does your website loads. If
Okay.
it's loading more than 7 seconds, people will bounce. You
Yeah.
get will that will increase your bounce rate,
Yeah.
right? So you have to optimize it.
Mm.
That's why don't use too much images with your landing page. Don't use, heavy images, heavy videos.
Mm.
As much as possible, keep it simple
Great.
because that's how you get the traffic.
Great, great. I want to also ask, kasi you've handled 12 clients, which is insanely, I just can't handle those. By the way, how much is the average ad spent ba sa mga clients, like for a month?
So they just give me their budget. So I have a client where they give me, I can only spend $500 a month.
Mm.
My bigger clients could spend $10,000 a month.
Mm.
So I just really ask them, what is your budget? Because at the end of the day,
Mm.
they can only spend up to what they can afford.
Great.
So I ask them, what is your monthly budget? And I will work on that.
Great. The reason I asked that, kasi once you have a bigger budget kasi, you would have a higher cost, and for you to decrease that cost, you need more ad creatives and a lot of testing and ad creatives. So, especially doing services, how do you do that? Kasi, of course, you need to have a picture, you need to have a video. So don't tell me like, diba? Unless if they have their own editing team where they can just send a video. How do you do that? Kasi you need a lot of video creatives, especially if you have a $10,000 budget. Paano ba yun
Yeah,
nangyayari?
that's my thing. I don't follow the traditional way of testing.
Mhm.
So remember, my background is in IT. So
Mhm.
one of the key thing that I teach with my student whenever you're doing testing, and this is one of our
Mhm.
principle in the IT industry, and that is test small and test fast,
Okay.
right? So that means I don't follow the strategy where you have to create
Mhm.
one campaign with at least four ad sets, and
Mhm.
then each ad set will have four
Yeah.
creative, right? I don't follow that.
Okay.
Usually when I test, it's just one campaign, one ad set, and maybe one or two ads.
Great.
That's it. And most of the time, and since I'm doing this for quite some time,
Mhm.
my one testing is already
Great.
enough
Yeah.
to make it scalable.
Great.
And
What if,
after I found, so basically,
yeah.
after doing one test, I scale it immediately.
Yeah. What if kasi it experienced ad fatigue eh? So how do you deal about that?
So you change your targeting. So for example, you exclude people who have already seen your ads, and you
Mm.
can still reuse the old ads, and now it will show it to people who haven't seen your ads.
Great. How often do you change the creative ba?
So I have one ad with one of my clients.
Mm.
Before I even change his campaign, I
Mm.
mean really change everything.
Yeah.
It took me more than 1 year to change it.
That's amazing.
And you know how many leads we're generating per day? We're generating around uh 1,500 leads per day.
Mm.
Sometimes we were able to get 2,000 leads per day,
Mhm.
and we're just paying around 2 to 3 pesos per lead.
Yeah.
And that client of mine doesn't even have a website,
Mm.
just a Facebook page, and he's earning around
Mm.
160,000 per day.
Mm. What industry is this?
This is
What
the
anong
diet
industry
food
to?
diet food delivery.
Okay. Right. So kumbaga lead acquisition muna bago convert them into sale. Follow up na lang.
Correct, correct.
Okay. Right. First of all, I want to thank you, for sharing generously your ideas, your kumbaga your strategies. Now let's move on to your coaching business. Kumbaga ano yung structure ng coaching business mo? Ano yung vision mo? What have you been doing in the past? Siguro, what are the things that you've done wrong? What are the things that you've done right? Kumbaga, how do you structure your entire coaching business ngayon? And how do you get clients?
Okay, so when I started creating my course, so by the way, one thing that I started doing right when I started to do coaching
Mhm.
is to pre-sell my idea,
Okay.
right? Pre-selling is one of the common strategy available there, but very few people are doing it, right?
Mhm.
Like for example,
Okay.
real estate developers, they are already selling their condominiums, even though the building is just being built
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So
Right.
that means pre-selling is already an idea you can use. But
Yeah. Mhm.
when people are selling courses, they start to record
Yeah.
their videos
Yeah.
first. They
Right.
started to create the content before they even sell.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I started that, actually I started with an ebook, and I did that way, that
Yeah.
kind of, and I really I really regret that because that ebook didn't sell anything.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
the next time I created my course for Facebook marketing and messenger marketing, I pre-sell it. So
Okay.
after I pre-sell it, I was able to get enough students, enough enrollees, and then I simply publish the content
Mm.
every week.
Okay.
Once a week, I publish contents, and then from
Okay.
there, I think one of the thing that I should have done right from the beginning is I should have not made it an online course, but more of a membership program.
Right.
Because when
Subscription.
I realized that when I realized that okay, I didn't see
Mm.
enough repeat income with
Yeah.
courses.
Yeah.
So now this 2020, I changed that whole thing into a membership program. So now my business model is in the membership program.
Mm. So how does it work? Membership? Is it monthly, yearly ba?
Yeah, they either they can pay every month, every 2 months, or every 4 months.
Okay. Right. So when they go in the membership area, do they get access to all of the courses? How
Yeah,
does
so basically the program is of course my course which is updated. I have updated all my Facebook marketing and messenger marketing
mm-hmm.
contents because of the changes from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did with that is I first started with a small group of enrollees,
Mm-hmm.
and then I sell the program to them. I started that with a 30-day business growth challenge.
Okay.
Then the content that we were, because I'm doing that live using, I started doing it Facebook live, then eventually I
Okay.
did in Zoom.
Okay.
Now we record those videos, and now it became the content in my membership website,
Okay.
and now those contents are now part of the program.
Uh,
So it's one of the bonuses that you will get if you join the program. You have recorded videos, but
Okay.
I also do twice a week, Monday and Friday. I do live coaching as well, and
Okay.
live masterclass.
So is this what they're gonna get if they join the membership site? Is that correct?
Yeah, so basically they're going to get the recorded videos where I teach Facebook marketing, messenger marketing, and other strategies in online marketing. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't just focus with Facebook and Messenger anymore. I also
Mm-hmm.
teach email marketing there, and other social media marketing. And
Okay.
then, of course, the live masterclass every twice a week.
Uh,
So
uh, great.
I have
So,
live masterclass twice a week.
right. So this is your new offer, kumbaga. Tama ba?
Yeah, basically it's my new offer, and I offered it with my old student
Okay.
and with my new students as well. And with recently I started doing live webinars.
Okay.
So I actually followed Russell Bronson's
Mm. Okay.
perfect webinar, and then I just
Yeah.
did some changes with the contents,
Uh,
and
uh,
it was converting well. Now I'm optimizing it. We've done two webinars already,
yeah.
and
Mhm.
we were able to profit around the first one around 90,000, the
Mhm.
second one I think it's around 150. So I'm still improving the content, I'm still
Yeah.
improving the offer, but so far this is the part that I'm going to scale near in the future.
What do you offer ba by the end of the webinar? Is it just one package or is it multiple packages? How much is what's your pricing strategy for this?
So I have 3-tier pricing. I have bronze, silver, and
Okay.
gold membership.
Great. So kumbaga it's like 1 month, 3 months.
Yeah, 1 month, 2 month, or 4 month.
How much is it cost for each?
So for the bronze, it's I'm still testing the price right now. Right now
Yeah.
the price
Yeah.
is 4,350.
Mm,
That's
okay.
the bronze. The silver is 6,350, and the gold is 25,000.
Okay. Silver is 6.
6,350.
Right. So it's kind of like the other one is is a price decoy. Is it a price decoy? Or
It could be, but it's actually I designed it for clients.
oh, okay. Right.
I designed it for clients because those people who don't want to do it themselves, if you want, because
Right. Okay.
my
Okay.
offer there, my offer with the gold is I'm going to do it everything for you for 1 month.
Okay. Got it.
So it's a done for you service, so that's why
Got
it's
it.
much
Okay.
expensive.
Yeah. Got it. And then since you just started this, diba? Recently lang. Do
Yeah.
you have any plans ba of how do you retain? Kasi it's more on subscription, diba? Do you have a plan on how to retain or keep them subscribed?
So recently, I started following this guy who's really good in the membership program,
Mm.
and I really learned a lot from this guy. And
What's the name of this guy?
there's later I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I forgot the name. Eh. But basically there's only one strategy for retention, and that is
Okay.
keeping them happy. And happiness is equals to growth.
Yeah.
If people is growing, they are happy, right?
Right.
So basically the key is make sure that you design your program for
Mm.
them to produce immediate result
Okay.
so that they will realize that they are growing, they are improving, and
Right.
they are learning.
Right.
And if you design your program that way, they
Mm.
will stay.
Mm.
They will
Mm.
stay.
Yeah.
Because there's no point of staying if, for example, after staying with you for 1 month,
Mm.
their business is not even earning,
Yeah. I
right?
agree.
So the best thing here is I just recently started my membership. Actually, the membership program will actually start officially by June. So right now
Okay.
I'm just
So it's pre-sale.
accumulating. Yeah, right
Okay.
now I'm
That's
just
amazing.
I just pre-sold it. And now we have around, I think, almost 50 students inside. And
Wow. That's amazing, brother.
yeah, and yeah, some of them take the gold, some of them take the
Mm.
silver, so I take the bronze. And yeah, so basically I started to get results already.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
my 30-day business growth challenge, where I pre-sell the program, after I'm teaching, I thought that I got a lot of testimonials already and a lot of results from my students. And because of that, it helped that those testimonials helped me with my marketing.
Right. Yung the target market, it's a broader target market, 'di ba? Kasi you're entertaining entrepreneurs. Is that correct?
Yeah, basically, since
Yeah.
I'm a multi-industry business growth strategist, so I attract people in real estate, e-commerce, network
Okay.
marketing, insurance, freelancing, travel agency,
Okay.
coaching, diet, food, and live events.
Yeah.
So I'm looking up because it's written there. It's
Yeah.
written there. So because sometimes I forget whenever I'm writing copy. So
Okay.
I listed them here so I
Right.
won't forget.
You mentioned your offer na your funnel, which is yung funnel mo is a webinar funnel, correct? Is this a live webinar funnel or is it like a automated webinar?
Actually, it's still live. Here's my strategy when I'm in the optimization phase. So I'm done with the testing phase. So I
Okay.
tested my idea. I was
Okay.
able to pre-sell it. So once you're able to pre-sell it and it's profitable,
Great.
now you know that it works. Now, right? Now you know that it works. Your offer works. Your idea works. So now I'm now in the optimization phase.
Mm.
That's why my system is called test, optimize, and scale. So
Okay.
in the optimization phase, every time I ran a live webinar, I review the video and
Mhm.
I try to
Okay.
see what made them respond, what what part of the webinar made them respond,
Great.
and what part of the webinar
Great.
are not clear to them. And the next time I make another webinar, I make
Yeah.
sure that all of the objections are answered
Mhm.
in the webinar,
Mhm.
and I make sure that it's improved. The offer
Right.
is improved.
Right.
And the the only time I will scale that and make that a recorded video
Okay.
and make it part
Yeah.
of my sales funnel if there's nothing anymore that I can improve. If I realize, okay, I can't improve anything here, I think it's about time to scale this.
Great.
So that's the only time I scale my
Yeah.
webinar video.
Yeah. I think your traffic strategy then is Facebook ads, right? Facebook ads.
Of course.
Yeah. Facebook ads and then send message. Yeah, Messenger. And then do you still capture them, the email address or hindi na? Parang diretso na.
Yeah, I still get their email address.
Okay. You do this using a pro account or a software?
Yeah, it's a pro account for ManyChat, and my email service provider is Mailchimp.
Right. Right. So you're doing this weekly ba? Once a month or
Recently it's weekly, but now I have to stop because medyo napagod ako sa pagka-campaign. So
yeah, yeah, I understand.
nag-stop muna ako this week, but we're going to do it again
Mm.
midweek of June probably.
Right. Sa campaign na to, what's your average return on ad spend? Sa
Wala pa. Ginagawa ko pa
okay.
lang to na I'm just doing this organically. So wala pang
That's
campaign.
amazing, bro. That's
Wala pang
amazing.
campaign. So basically what really helped me produce the results
Mm.
is the referrals. I get referrals
Okay.
from my students. Some of them became my affiliate partners.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's how we're doing the marketing right now. It's all organic because once I do Facebook, it means I'm ready to scale.
Yeah.
And now I'm still in the optimization phase.
Okay.
So that will be the next step. I'm going to scale it using Facebook ads.
Great. Amazing. Bro, one last question before you go over time. What's the number one thing na in your journey of the coaching business? What's the number one thing na you regret doing? Is there anything?
In the coaching business,
Yeah.
I think when I started, I wasn't full. I wasn't full out. So
Okay.
when I started, I had a lot of students in the coaching industry as well. They are also doing coaching,
Mm-hmm.
and now they are much successful than me right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think somehow I regret that
Okay.
I didn't go full out. I was I was busy with my clients. I'm not doing what I love, which is coaching and teaching,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's why they get ahead of me. And
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. It's just that what if you have that what if question,
Yeah.
right? What
And
if I just focus with the with coaching, and
yeah.
what if I did this in early in my career?
Mm-hmm.
Probably I'm at the same level as them. So
Yeah.
it's one of the learnings I made, and that's why this 2020 I go full out. I
Yeah.
go, I don't do live webinars. Usually
Mm-hmm.
I just record myself and
Okay.
then send
Okay.
it out.
Yeah.
But now because I'm full out,
Mhm.
I'm ready to do anything just to make be successful.
Yeah.
I
Amazing.
started doing live webinars. So,
Yeah.
and after that, actually, I was planning this year to do live events as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I have already talked with
Mm-hmm.
some of my students to visit their places to do live events with them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Although this happened, right? This COVID-19 happened, so
Yeah.
that thing was postponed.
Mm-hmm.
But good thing is that we know how to make use of this. We know how to do online marketing, so that's why
Great.
I was still able to make it work.
Great. Great. And a follow-up question, last question talaga. After this, do you have like an upsell or kumbaga after this offer, do you have a plan to have an upsell after that? Maybe a mastermind, or do you want to focus on this lang, just one offer?
Yeah. So basically, before you go to the next level of your what does Russell Brunson call that
Value
ladder?
ladder.
Yeah, value ladder.
Mm.
uh, I'd like to at least secure the foundation. I'd like to make
Mhm.
the foundation of the program
Great.
really, really strong.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if I can do that, then I can offer a mastermind and
Great.
whatever.
Great. So kumbaga ngayon yung plan mo just focus muna on just one thing first.
Yeah, because that's how you succeed. Eh. If you focus something, all of your energy in something,
Yeah.
and you're not distracted with anything, that's how
Yeah.
you succeed. You
I
can't
agree.
be successful if you're doing so many things at the same
Yeah.
time.
I agree.
Mhm.
Bro, I know we have tackled a lot of things and yung audience natin, learned a lot from your interview.
Mhm.
And most probably at this time, they would want to work with you. They would want to buy your programs. They would want to connect with you. How can they
Mhm.
do that?
Yeah, sure. Well, first is in order for me, to know more about me, you can visit my website, markjaysonpop.com. That's MarcJayson PAPP. So markjasonpap.com. So the reason my surname is Pap, by the way,
Mhm.
a lot of people is asking me that. That's not my original surname. My original surname is Castillo, but I was adopted by a Canadian when I was still young, and
Mhm.
that's why I got the surname Pap.
Mhm.
And so go to that website, markjasonpop.com.
Mhm.
And then if you want to see my videos, my lead magnet videos about Facebook marketing, messenger marketing, and other stuff, you
Great.
can go to my second website, which is testoptimizescale.com.
Mhm.
Okay,
Great.
so just put that in one word, testoptimizescale.com.
Wonderful. Brother, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for sharing your ideas and strategies generously. Alam ko, this is just like an hour of interview, pero this interview can really change a business, can really change an entrepreneur's life. And I really appreciate of you actually doing this. Right? Thanks,
Yeah.
brother.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
And thank you as well. Thank you, Fibo, for inviting me. And yes, if you have any question for all the listeners, don't be shy. You can ask me anytime,
Mhm.
and I'll try my best to answer you as soon as I can.
Wonderful. Guys,
Uh,
thank you so much for watching. Again, Mark, maraming salamat for sharing. And guys, if ever you like this interview, I want you to go ahead, click subscribe. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so that every time we publish new interviews, you will get notified. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this podcast, until the end of this interview. This is Fibo Lim in Masters in a Box. Until next time, achieve success, live with happiness, and enjoy the good life. See you in our next episode.